Evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. We have some of that corn that we picked the other day. We're going to make something with it that we like making. Stick around, we'll show you what it's going to be. So anytime we have more corn than what we're going to eat fresh, we like to make some corn relish. I got this recipe from my brother and we really enjoy it. So let's get started. So we're going to start with 10 ears of our corn, and we're going to go ahead and cut this off of the cob. Using our Pampered Chef corn stripper here. Strips it right off the cob. It's my favorite tool for this job. Works pretty good. Got all of our corn in our big saucepan. Now to that we're going to add 2 large red bell peppers, 2 large green bell peppers, and we're going to chop these up, pretty much mince them up to where they're almost the size of the corn. There's our mixture so far, looking pretty. So to that we're going to add one of our large yellow onions from the garden. The recipe also calls for 8 ribs of celery minced, but I'm leaving the celery out. I don't care for celery. So let's get this chopped up. All right, we got all of our veg in the pan. Now to this, we're going to add 4 cups of apple cider vinegar and 2 cups of just regular white sugar. So we'll get that in there now. Now to that mix, we're going to add a tablespoon of dry mustard. We're going to also add a tablespoon of salt. And then we're going to add 4 allspice berries. Not too many. And that's it. All right, we've got our ingredients stirred up in here, and we've got the fire on, and we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to simmer it uncovered for 20 minutes, and then you've got some options to do from there. This is what our mixture looks like after boiling for 20 minutes. So now you have a couple options you got to think about. So if you're going to share some of this and maybe keep some of this, you can just let this cool off, put it in a jar and put it in the fridge, and it'll last for 4 to 6 months in the fridge. Or if you're going to keep it all to yourself, you can jar it up and water bath can it for 10 minutes, and that's what we're going to do. We've got our jars already in this big pot. I didn't get out my big water bath canner because we won't need that many jars to can this. So I've got a trivet in the bottom with about 6 or 7 pint jars in here. So we're going to go ahead and fill those up hot. We've got sterilized lids already. And then we will put them in this water bath and let them boil for 10 minutes. Okay, we filled our jar up to here. We put mostly relish in it first. We've kind of drained it out as we put it in, and then we top it up with a liquid because we don't want to end up with too much liquid in the jar. So wiping the top of the jar, and then we're going to put a sterilized lid on the top like that. Put our ring on. And then we're going to snug that up hand tight and put it back in the canner. Alright, towards the end we had to use our little strainer here to get all the veggies out. This is all we have left in this little dish here. We'll put that in the fridge. So we've got 4 good pints of relish in here. We're going to put the lid on here, and after this comes to a full boil, We're going to set a timer for 10 minutes, and then those jars will be done. And then now I'm going to clean up my mess. Okay, we got our timer going. We left our empty jars in there to keep the jars from rattling around in there, take up all the extra space. Now, depending on how much corn you have, you can double, triple, quadruple this recipe, whatever you would like to do. Now, if you like a little heat, you could throw in some chopped jalapenos, as many as you want. That would give it kind of a sweet heat kind of deal, kind of like cowboy candy or whatever. So you'd have jalapeno corn relish. It'd be really good. Now, you can use this on anything you would use relish on. It's very tasty. You can put it on hot dogs or whatever. It's also very good, like get out a block of softened cream cheese and pour this over the top. Then you have a really nice dip you can eat with crackers or whatever. But we enjoy it just with some tortilla chips. It's really good that way too. Okay, our time has expired. We're going to get our jars out of here. Now, as I lift the jars, I kind of give them a little tilt to pour the water off the top of them. And then again, make sure you don't put them on a cold counter. Have a towel down on the counter. Isn't that pretty? Alright folks, there's our corn relish. So now that everything's out on the counter and all done, we can go to bed. So I hope you enjoyed this little recipe. I hope you give it a try. Till next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. If you're interested in what we're doing here on the homestead, you can check out the videos in the playlist over here on the side. All you do is click the up button on your remote and then go over to one of those videos and click on it. And you can watch some other stuff on our channel. So we'll see you next time.